何やってんだありゃ。大気、肉球型に大気を固めてる。どんどん縮むぞ。
ウルススショック。
Anime fans, One Piece fans, what is good? The answer to that question, of course, is One Piece. One Piece is what's good. And today we're going to be talking about Bartholomew Kuma, one of the coolest warlords, in my opinion, with an OP devil fruit, the Niku no Mi, and all of that good stuff. But today, I want to talk about his motives, because of course, Kuma's motives are confusing in general, like the fact that he's revolutionary, but he's with the world government, he let them take away his mind, and he's a slave for the celestial dragons and all of that. But specifically, I want to talk about his motives at Thriller Bark. So, Thriller Bark, as we all know, after the Straw Hats beat Moria, and Lola and their crew were there and all that, Kuma came, and he got orders from the world government to annihilate everybody on the island, including the Straw Hats, so nobody would find out that Moria got defeated, because Crocodile and Moria being defeated twice in a row was not a good look for two warlords to lose their position. The world government was concerned that, well, if that happens, if two warlords get taken out in that short a span of time, that's gonna look bad on us, especially if people find out it was the same person. So Kuma gets these orders to destroy the Straw Hats, but he didn't, in a very plot armory way, but I am kind of the mind that it could have been intentional to not destroy them, because as we know, Kuma's a revolutionary, and Luffy is Dragon's son. Now Kuma is somebody who probably would be privy to that knowledge. Just Straw Hat Luffy, Mugiwara no Luffy, is the son of my commander, Monkey D. Dragon, Monkey D. Luffy. He would probably have figured that out even if he wasn't directly told. So, first things first, when Kuma started attacking them, he was going really slow about it for somebody who had orders to annihilate them immediately. Like, he went after some of Lola's fodder and just did pad cannon, you know what I mean? Blasted them all through. And he was doing a lot of talking. Like, at one point, he did paw cannon, pad cannon Frankie, but Frankie was still alive. But here's where I'm starting to actually believe that it could have been intentional, and Kuma's motives were actually to take Luffy to the revolutionaries or something like that. So Kuma says, you know what, you guys are too boring, you're too weak, because nobody could put a scratch on him. He's like, I will get no joy out of killing you, so I'll let you all live if you give me Straw Hat Luffy, because the world government won't make a fuss if I bring back Luffy's head. Now, just letting them, all of them, live randomly for such a reason as you're too boring, like, yes, that's the thing in One Piece, but Kuma's been known to be really obedient to the world government, especially more than the other warlords, so the fact that he would give them a choice like that, and take only Luffy, the person who is the son of his commander, back to the world government, that's a little bit suspicious, you know what I mean? Because Luffy is Dragon's son. He didn't say anybody else. And now, of course, everybody's like, no. And Kuma had done an Ursus shock, you know, the thing, the giant blast. And he released it on the whole entire island. Like, just kind of exploded, and when the explosion cleared, everybody was knocked out. But here's where I really start to get suspicious. Kuma did an Ursus shock, and as we know, Ursus shock is powerful. Like, if you remember at Marineford, Kuma did an Ursus shock on Little Oars Jr., who's only 7 meters shorter than the oars at Thriller Bark. And Little Oars Jr., boom! He was down, you know what I mean? Like, I guess he wasn't necessarily down, but at that point it was just like a tap, and he was gonna fall over, despite his big size, because Kuma did so much damage on him, he could barely even stand. And Kuma did that same attack on Thriller Bark with all these fodder pirates like Lola's crew, somebody who definitely doesn't have the same durability as Oars, like Nami or Chopper or like Usopp. Like, they don't have the same durability as Little Oars Jr. And Kuma did the Ursa Shock. They were down, they were out, but they were alive. They weren't anywhere close to dead. Like, the same blast that's gonna basically take out Little Oars Jr. isn't gonna hurt a bunch of fodder pirates and weaker Straw Hats. Like, it's not gonna do much to them? That doesn't really make sense. Like, everybody was hurt, but they didn't die. Like, if you're gonna mirror on kill Little Oars Jr. with an attack, you're telling me that Nami's gonna be fine? Like, I don't really see it. So, if he's gonna release an Ursa Shock on them, that doesn't do nearly as much damage as it should, that's either plot armor or it was intentional saving the Straw Hats and not killing them, even though that's the orders he got. So, of course then, he goes after Luffy because they said, we're not gonna give Luffy to you, to kill Luffy. But here's one thing I noticed. This could be me splitting hairs a little bit, but when Kuma got Luffy, he picked up Luffy. Zoro attacked him immediately. Like, Zoro came out of nowhere and attacked him. But there's one thing I noticed. Usually when somebody saves someone, they're about to get killed. Zoro attacked Kuma before Kuma even lifted a palm to hurt Luffy. Kuma just had Luffy in his grasp when Zoro attacked him. So what I'm saying is, it's not like Kuma had Luffy and was about to kill him. He just picked Luffy up. And now, as I said, that could be splitting hairs. But think about it. Usually, in anime and One Piece, when somebody's about to die and get saved, you can see they're about to die. Like with Kobe and Akainu. Akainu was had his fist up. He was about to punch a hole through Luffy. Shanks steps in and he saves him with I don't know. There's gotta be somebody else. Like, just all the people in One Piece and in anime in general, you usually see them about to die. With Kuma, he just picked up Luffy in his grasp. He didn't lift up a hand to kill him yet. He didn't make an aggressive move against Luffy yet before Zoro stepped in. So I feel like that might have been a subtle way of saying Kuma was not about to kill Luffy. He was probably going to leave with Luffy under the pretense of killing him and probably hand him over to the revolutionaries and say something like, the revolutionaries intercepted me, and Garp and Sengoku, who know that Luffy is Dragon's son. That would have been believable. Now, as I said, this video is about what his goal was. I do not believe his goal was to destroy the Straw Hats, just based off of everything I said. The Ursa Shock that didn't do nearly enough damage. The fact that Kuma, Zoro stepped in to attack Kuma before he can even go after Luffy. And the fact that he's a revolutionary and Luffy is Dragon's son, because we know the loyalty the revolutionaries have to Dragon. Like, Ivankov, as soon as he found out Luffy was Dragon's son, he's all like, oh man, I gotta protect this dude. That proves to us, even though Dragon's not involved in Luffy's life, Dragon's the type of person, just off of Ivankov's reaction, who would not like it if his son died. He even stepped in to stop Smoker. You know what I mean? At Logtown. So we know Dragon is somebody who would not take kindly to it when his family members die, even if it's a family member he abandoned as a child or whatever he did. Just by Ivankov's reaction and what he did in Logtown, that shows us if Kuma had killed Luffy or let the world government kill him, Dragon would not have been happy. And as a revolutionary, Kuma probably just wasn't about to do that, even though he was an undercover warlord or whatever he was doing. So that is why I think Kuma was not going to destroy the Straw Hats, at least not Luffy, and he had an ulterior motive. And the motive, I guess, was probably just to deliver Luffy to the revolutionaries for protection or whatever, because he even took out all of Luffy's pain to give to Zoro because he was impressed by Zoro and blah blah blah. I feel like Kuma was saying, I now know it would shame me to kill Luffy, but now I more think it was probably something more like he realized he didn't need to protect Luffy, he didn't need to get Luffy out of there and give him to the revolutionaries. It was probably sort of like, this kid's gonna be just fine, he has a good crew. Because if you notice, when Kuma offered, Kuma was impressed by Zoro and Sanji's resolve not to let Luffy die, and that's why he, in the end, didn't take Luffy away. So that could be interpreted not oh man, these guys are the realest dudes I've seen in a while. I'm gonna let them live because I think they're cool. Or it could have been, these dudes are the realest dudes I've seen in a while. Luffy's gonna be fine. You know what I mean? Of course he did do the take all of Luffy's pain and push it into Zoro, but it's not like he can completely go all the way back to just letting them go. He has a role to keep up, he has a role to play, and since Zoro is not Dragon's son, he was probably okay with letting Zoro die. Like, Zoro, you're cool, but if you die, you die. I don't care, that's not my problem. Luffy was the one who seemed to be his problem, considering he went after Luffy. He told them, well, you guys can go, but I'll take Luffy away. You know what I mean? So, that's what I'm saying. I do not believe that Kuma's motive was to destroy the Straw Hats at Thriller Bark when he went after them. I believe that his motive was probably to save Luffy, or something to that effect, because of just all of the things I mentioned. Ursa's shock, the not actually attacking Luffy before being stopped, the letting Luffy go once his crewmates proved to be real, in a sense, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's all I really have to say for this video. Thank you for watching. Tell me in the comments below what you think Kuma's motive at Thriller Bark was, because even if you go back to Sapowdy Archipelago, Kuma did save all of their lives from Kizaru. Like, it looked like he destroyed them, but when he destroyed them, he actually saved them and sent them all to really specific locations. You know what I mean? Another indicator that he was never trying to actually take them out. So, yeah, that's all. Comment down below what you think about this, whether or not you think Kuma was actually going to destroy the Straw Hats in Thriller Bark, especially when you consider what he did in Sabouti as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content and only if you enjoy my content, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more One Piece content, and I'ma see y'all in the next video.